Lesson 86, video part 2. All right, so let's have you open your workbook to lesson 86 and find part 1. Workbook, part 1. Pardon, Moose is trying to come in. You're going to find the average number of square units in each column. What's the number of square units in column A of problem A? What's the answer? 13. All right. What's the number of square units in column B? What's the answer? 9. What's the number of square units in column A what's the number of square units in column D of problem A? 12. So figure out the average for the columns. So you have your graph. I'll do a little one right here. And you have A, B, C, and D. A is all the way up to 13. B is at 9. C is at 6. And D is at 12. So, my average, I need to add all these numbers up and then divide by how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's 4. So we have 13, 9, 6, and 12. Well, I know this. 9, 10, 11, 12 is 22, is 18. Add those together. 40. And then what do I need to do with that number 40? Divide it by 4. Because there's 4 different numbers that I'm working with. What's 40 divided by 4? 10. So my average square units, average square units. So now let's look back at our graph. So if our average is at 10, so our 10 line is going to be right above the 9. So it'll be right about there, if you can see that. I'll make it a little darker for you. There we go. So we have the average number of square units is 10. So it's also asking us in graph A, are units above average? So count the number of units that are above the average of 10 and write the number. How many units are above the average? Well, 10, so we have 3 here, right? So column A has 13. It's got 3 units over average there. So I'll write 3 there. And column D has 12 units. That's 2 above average, because remember our average is 10. So 3 and 2. How many units do we have above average? 5 units above average. All right. So if there are 5 units above the average, there have to be 5 missing units below the average. So we know that if there's 5 above here that are over, that means our 2 that are left over, there's going to be a balance of 5 units missing to get them to 10. So what is 9 missing? It's missing 1. 6 is missing how many to get to 10? 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 plus 4 equals 5 units below average. It's the same. So there are 5 units above and 5 missing units below. So if you moved all the units that are above the average to the empty spaces below the average, all the columns would be the same height. So if I took the 3 from the 13 and the 2 from the 12 and added it to the 9 and the 6, they'd all be leveled out at 10, our average line. So, draw a line to show the average for each column and write it in the box. Then write the number of units that are missing, then write the number of units that are above the average and the number of units below the average. So in the box, on problem A, write these in, 5 and 5, because those are what's missing and what are above average. And then don't forget your dotted line, like I did here, on your chart to show where the average is. All right. Now, problem B, I want you to do that on your own. So lesson 86, workbook part 1, problem B, do that on your own. Pause the video. So, here's a quick way to check your work for problem B. You have your columns. You have A, B, C, D, and E. A is at 11. B is at 6. D is at 8. Or C is at 8. Let's make it a little bit more realistic. 8. D is at 3. And E is at 12. So, if I add those up, (11, 12, 8, 6, and 3. I know that is 23, 14 plus 3 is 17. Add those together. 40. What am I dividing it by this time? 5, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. 5 divided by 40 equals what? 8. So my average is 8. So this is my average. Right here. One of our numbers actually hits it. So my units above 8, well, there's 11 and 12 are above. How many above? 8, 9, 10, 11, 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. That's 7. So that means I should have 7 units above average. So I should also have 7 units below average. Well, 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 3 is 5. 7 units below average. Check my work. There we go. We're good. All right, let's move on. We are going to do some sentences, parts of a group. So this won't involve your workbook or textbook yet, so just follow along. We'll work with facts. Some facts tell about 2 names. Some facts tell about 3 names. So, 3/5 of the glasses were wet. There were 60 glasses. Three-fifths of the glasses were wet. There were 60 glasses. The problem has 2 names. What 2 names? Glasses and wet. So, what are the 2 names? Glasses and wet. Next one, I'm going to modify this. From 3/5 of the glasses were wet, there were 60 dry glasses now. there were 3/5 of the glasses were wet. There were 60 dry glasses. So the problem has 3 names. What are the 3 names? Glasses, wet, and dry. So I went from having 2 names to 3 because I added the word dry in there. All right, let's do one more. Six-sevenths of the cats were sleeping. 3 cats were awake. So, how many names are in this problem? Pause the video. 3. What are the 3? Cats, sleeping, and awake. All right. Good job. So, we'll just do that there, call that good. Up next, find part 2 in your workbook. Pause the video to get there. So, here are the same facts we just worked with. You're going to underline the different names in each item. Then you'll write the number of different names, 2 or 3. So, work problem A. Pause the video. How many different names are there? 2. Problem B. Pause the video. 3. Problem C. Pause the video. 3. Problem D. Pause the video. 2. Problem E. Pause the video. 2. Problem F. Pause the video. 3. All right, let's go back to the top. Problem A. What 2 names were there? Glasses and wet. Problem B. What are the 3 names? Glasses, wet, and dry. So I want you to go through the rest of these 4 problems and underline which words it's talking about when it says 2 words, 2 names, 3 names, 3, 2, 2, 3. Underline those names that it's talking about. All right, now let's move into mixed numbers by rewriting mixed numbers. So I'm gonna write some numbers on the board. So you're going to rewrite each mixed number so the fraction is 1 more. So find part 3 in your workbook. Pause the video to get there. So problem A is 6 3/7. I need it to be 1 more. So read the mixed number, 6 3/7. 6 3/7. How many do you take from 6? 1. What's the new whole number? 5. And you add 1 to 3/7. So this is what it's telling you to do. It wants you to make the fraction 1 more. So you're going to pull from here. You're going to take out 7/7 and add it to your 3/7. So you get 5 10/7. Since I took 1 out of here, I have to minus 1, but I'm not getting rid of it. I'm adding it to my fraction. All right, problem B. 4 2/5. So you're going to take out 5/5 from here, and you're going to add it to 2/5, giving you 3 7/5. taking out 1 from here. So you're taking out the fraction that's over here, 5/5, and adding it to your current fraction to make it a top-heavy fraction. Problem C, 9 1/3. You're going to take out 3/3, add it to the 1/3, giving you 8 4/3. Problem D, 7 4/11. Well, you're going to minus 1, 11 over 11. Add that to 4/11 equals 6 15/11. All right, so from now on, for your independent work, to simplify some things. From now on, you won't see an S in a box to remind you to simplify answers. You'll just check all your fraction answers. If they are not simplified, you simplify them. Remember, all answers are to be simplified. So your independent work starts now. Independent. Workbook. Part 4. Textbook. Parts 5 through 11. Best of luck. Remember, if you're stuck, rewatch the videos.